Hey, what's up guys? I made $29,175.55 before taxes in the entire year of 2022 between YouTube and Amazon combined for a tech channel that I reached 20,000 subs by the end of 2022. I'm a little above that now. Now, if that's what you guys came here for, here are the numbers. Thank you for watching. Subscribe, like, really appreciate it. Now, I also did want to give you guys a special thanks for making all of this possible, because it wouldn't be possible without you guys watching my video, subscribing, liking, sharing, all of this. So, thank you very much. I did want to specifically say that. Okay, now the video is going to be in three basic parts. Essentially, the first one is going to be about how much I make on Amazon and why it is and how affiliate links work, without going into too much detail. Number two is going to be on YouTube. It's going to be more focused on YouTube, where I'm going to go a little more into detail on how much I made and why I made it, and RPM and CPM, and just kind of give you guys a really good general overview with examples. And part three is going to be about my personal YouTube experience and kind of what I've learned doing YouTube. With Amazon, I made a little over $7,300 last year. And the way it works is, so when you reach, at the time I signed up with Amazon, when you reach 500 followers or 500 subscribers in the event of YouTube, you're allowed to make an Amazon Associate account. Well, I should say you can make an Amazon Associate account, and then you have to wait for Amazon to approve you or not. So once you get approved, then you can create what's known as affiliate links. So what that means is, because I'm a tech channel, if I'm talking about tech like this router, like the Netgear Orbi, I can make an Amazon link to it. And because I make my own Amazon affiliate link, if people click on that and it costs them nothing extra to go through that link, it goes straight to the Orbi on Amazon if they decide to buy it. If this is a qualifying purchase, I earn from that. So I get like a small percentage of what this cost. Now, the interesting thing is that if they go to Amazon and they decide to buy something else, whether it's a t-shirt, another router, a scooter, a Fire TV Cube, whatever it is, I may earn from that as well. So as long as it's a qualifying purchase and they went through my link, there is a chance I may earn from that. So that's pretty much how it works. So, and yeah. Now, looking at this real quick, you could see a trend. Like January was $620 and November was the highest at just under 1,000. Now the reason for that is because I'm a tech channel, November is pretty much arguably the best sales. So you have Black Friday and Cyber Monday, and so that drives up views on YouTube, which then drives up people potentially clicking on links to go to Amazon to potentially buy something. So typically November is my best month, and you can also see there was a spike in July because July, that's Prime Day. So, and you can see October is slowly going up as well, because a lot of stuff is coming out typically in October. You know, new phones, new devices, new routers, new iPads. You guys get it basically. Okay, so that's Amazon in a nutshell. And if you guys are wondering if people return stuff, yes, that credit gets taken away from me. So just as a heads up. Okay. Now let's concentrate on YouTube. So YouTube, I made $21,840.58, which it says it was 29% more than what I made in 2021. So if we look at this, if I click on this, you could see every single day it tells me how much money I made. So on February 2nd, I made $50.96. Now you'll see some spikes, and you'll see that the trend continues. So July 12 and 13, I think it was Prime Day. I think both of those days were Prime Day. So I got more views because people are like, oh, this is on sale, or that's on sale. So it's like, okay, is this good or not? So let me go check it out. Let me do some research. Is this good? You know, and so because of that, especially because I do router reviews and things like that, typically some of the routers go on sale. They're like, okay, let me go check that, or scooters, or just pretty much anything. And so because of that, it kind of drives up my views, again, because I'm a tech-based channel. And you can also see that it kind of goes up in October, and it really spikes in November. So November 25th, which was Black Friday, I made the most money that day, which is $255.75 in one day, so which is pretty awesome. So that's it in a nutshell. Now let's focus on why I made that. So if I scroll down, it tells me how much I'm making. It tells me my top earning videos, which we'll get into that in a bit. But I want to show you guys this. So this says watch page ads. So most of my money comes from ads, which is basically Google's AdSense. So I made a little over 21,000 off that. And people that have YouTube Premium, I made a little bit of money off them too. So basically, people that are watching, so if you pay for YouTube Premium, you don't see ads. So if someone has YouTube Premium, you can still earn from a person like that as well. So I don't know how much the differences are, but you could see that most of the money comes from ads. Okay, so and then CPM's 18.59. So CPM is how much advertisers pay per 1,000 views. Now let's go into this page, because this is actually a perfect page where it really kind of highlights everything. Okay. So there are two important numbers. One is CPM, which I showed you guys, 18.59. The other one is RPM. So CPM, again, is how much advertisers pay per 1,000 views. Now, you get to keep 55% of that. But if you do the math, RPM is really the number that you're getting paid. And RPM is supposed to be 55% of CPM, but not exactly. The reason for that is RPM is how much you actually make. So this is the most important thing. RPM is how much you actually make per 1,000 views as a channel average. Now, there's a whole explanation here, and it basically, some videos that were playing, you weren't making any money off of it. Some videos you were making money off of it. So it's really typically less than 55%. So if I take $7.31 and divide it by $18.59, I get a percentage just above 39%. So in the year 2022, as a channel average, I made 39% of CPM. So I made $7.31 per 1,000 views as a channel average. Now, why am I saying that again? Well, that's because different videos give you different amounts, and even those videos, the time varies. So when it's near Black Friday, typically you're getting a little bit more per 1,000 views, even on the same video. And the reason for that is, again, because I'm a tech-based channel, advertisers are typically paying more for that spot because there's a higher chance people are going to purchase something. So I don't want to say Super Bowl, but like Super Bowl is kind of an extreme example, but there's a reason why ads on Super Bowl cost more than ads on just a normal football game. And the reason for that is because there's a higher chance that most people will watch the Super Bowl, and that's why advertising space costs more. And the same is kind of true for this, that people are more likely to buy stuff around Black Friday and around that time frame, so advertisers typically pay a little bit more. Okay, so now let's go a little more into detail. So my best video last year was I made $1,907.73 off my best mesh Wi-Fi, so best Wi-Fi 6E routers basically, where I compare a whole bunch of them to each other. And I made, again, like basically $1,900, and my RPM for that video was very high at $13.83. Compared that to the Segway GT2 video, which got more views actually, I made $932, and that's because the RPM on that video was less, so it's $4. So the crazy thing is, if you look at the views, so last year I got 232,000 views off my scooter video, the Segway GT2, and I got like 95,000 less on my router video, but my router video I made pretty much a little over double. And the reason for that is because of RPM. So as a channel average, my RPM is 731, but as an individual video, like this router one where I compare a whole bunch of them to each other, I actually made more money. And then the setup guide was even more. So how I showed how to connect like a mesh Wi-Fi together with all the different scenarios and everything like that, wired, wireless backhaul, different scenarios, how you're supposed to connect it, how you're not supposed to connect it. And so off that one, I made even, as an RPM, I made even more at $15.67. But I got less views on that. So that's why I made less than this video. So it's basically per video, you make an RPM, and then as a channel average, it gets averaged out. Because I have a lot of videos that make way less. In fact, I think my highest viewed video gets a lot less than that. So I think it's like around $1 or something per 1,000 views. So yeah, now this is a tech channel, and based on the channel you're thinking about or you're considering, or whatever the case may be, different channels typically pay different amounts, where I think finance is typically around the highest CPM. And then, I think cars pay less. Well, cars, from what I know, from what I've seen, pay less than that. Educational is pretty good as well. So it really just depends on the channel. You can Google that. I think there's a website called Tasty Edits that kind of summarizes what you can expect between the different categories. But I'm a tech channel, that's kind of what I know, so that's kind of what I'm showing you guys here. Okay, so, and there's a whole explanation that it tells you like why is RPM lower than CPM. It's because it's calculated after YouTube revenue share, and then includes all views, even ones that weren't monetized. So there's a whole explanation here where they kind of talk about that, and then CPM again right here, like, so whole explanation there. Okay, now I want to talk about my YouTube experience. So number one, YouTube takes a lot of time, so keep that in mind. What do I mean by this? Well, let's just say I have a 10-minute video on this router, all its specs, speed test, everything, range test, apps, and more. That 10-minute video takes me about 10 hours. And you might be wondering, well, why does it take you that long? Well, maybe I'm not that talented, so let's start from there. But basically, I do an unboxing, I record that, I set it up as my mesh system, I go do a whole bunch of tests with different devices, like, the phones. I do the range test where I go outside, I'm like, speed test, write that down. Next device, speed test, write that down. Then go back, speed test. You guys get it. And, a whole bunch of other tests, that's just one example. And then I put that in Excel, make pretty charts out of it to make it easily digestible so I could convey my message. And then I sit here and I do several retakes. Like even in the case of this video, I took several retakes because I'm like, wait, I went too much detail into that. So let me cut some stuff out, or let me just redo the whole thing. And then I sit and edit, and editing takes some time too, because you want to make the best video possible, because you want people to come back and watch your other videos as well. So, and I'm continuously wanting to improve, and I think I am improving, but I mean, you guys let me know. So a 10-minute video can take like basically 10 hours in this case. Some videos take less, some videos take more, and it really just depends on you as well and what you're kind of doing. So in a tech environment where I'm testing a lot of stuff, it typically takes a longer amount of time than a shorter amount of time. Okay, so that's number one. Number two is I personally wouldn't start YouTube with the intention of making money as my only option. Like, I think you should start YouTube doing something you like. So I really like technology. I enjoy playing with technology and things like that. And in the back of my mind, I was like, well, I can do this because people already outside of YouTube ask me a whole bunch of technical questions, and I'm like, and I'm always helpful. I like helping people. So a few years back, I was like, why don't I make a YouTube channel? And so I kind of started doing that, and I was like, I could help people, and then I could probably even start making money going this route as well. So that was kind of my mindset. And obviously now I am making money out of it, so it's definitely worth it. But just keep that in mind. And the reason why I'm saying it is because it took me a while to reach the point where I started making money. Because in order to start getting monetized, you need 1,000 subscribers and you need 4,000 watch hours from YouTube. So once you achieve both of these milestones, YouTube approves you within a couple hours or a couple days. And then they're like, okay, you're monetized, then you could start earning money. So just as a heads up. So if you're doing something you don't like to do, you may like, it's like, So, but if it's something you like, it's like, I already like technology, I already like this stuff, it's kind of easier to just continue doing it. Specifically with technology and some other channels as well, because I'm doing tech, I do buy a lot of stuff. So some of these profits, I can say most of the profits go back into basically YouTube, because I'm buying all the the latest stuff. So I have like the latest phones, and I'm continuously keeping up with technology, MacBooks, iPads, routers. It's so, and it doesn't mean that you need to do that, because you could probably either already have something, or I'm not trying to discourage anyone, because I really like doing YouTube. So, and I like the fact that it's kind of working as well too. So, but I just want to kind of put the facts out there so you have the best possible understanding, because I just like being honest. Like I don't want to, oh no, YouTube's fantastic. You start, one day later you're going to be making money. It's going to be awesome. No, that was not my experience. So, but yeah, so I definitely had to spend money buying stuff and keeping up with stuff, reading a lot of stuff, learning a lot of stuff. So that's kind of my kind of tech channel style, but yours might be different. You might know it. You just as a heads up, you want to create value. That's my goal. So I'm trying to make the best videos possible, because I'm trying to create value, because I'm trying to help people make informed decisions. So that's kind of my goal with YouTube. And as a result, if you keep going down that path, you're eventually going to become successful at it. So I like doing YouTube. I encourage people to do YouTube. I think it's awesome that you can actually do something you like and also even make money off something you like. So I think that's a win-win. And again, there's a famous quote from someone, I'm going to paraphrase it, but if you do something you like, then you never have to work a day in your life. It's something along those lines, where I might have butchered it, but you guys get the point. Anyways, if you guys enjoyed this video, smash that subscribe button. I am trying to get to 100,000 subscribers by the end of this year. I really appreciate all the support. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.